Let's look at video 5. No, sorry, 4. So, is information more important compared to data itself, since ungrouped data is better than group data? I don't really get the question, but let me try to answer it. Information more important compared to data itself, since ungrouped data. Okay, so I don't really. Let's try to highlight the terms information and data. I hope that is what you are focusing at. So yes, in the sense of statistic, right? Data is raw data, or data is this is not an information yet, because you don't have any meaningful thing that you can really find from the data. So when you have analyzed it, right, at least by doing descriptive statistic in your project 1, you can obtain some information which is a useful data. Okay, so is it more important compared to data, since ungrouped is better than group data? I don't really say that. Yeah, in one sense, ungrouped data is better than group data, because you have all of the data that you need for each respondent, for each subject, right? As for group data, this is data where you have already, accumulate everything into classes. So basically there are things that you cannot really see. So in doing in making a decision, let's say descriptive decision, right, for example, for project 1, those who are having ungrouped data will have an accurate result compared to group data, because they, of course, by default, they have every data. As for group data, they don't have every data, they have just have a range of data. Okay, so yes, of course, for me, ungrouped data is better than group data, right? As for importances, it depends on the availability of data. If you have only group data, then go for group data. If you have the flexibility to choose for ungrouped data. Qualitative and quantitative, and some more example. Okay, so actually it is quite simple. Okay, just look at the names. In statistics, it's all about the names. So even if you look at the methods in other chapter later, you're going to see that the names being given be based on the things that are being done in the formula. So qualitative and quantitative. It is for quantitative. It is called quantitative because it can be quantified. You can calculate the value, and of course it should give you a meaningful information from the calculation. That is quantitative data. As for qualitative, is actually other data that can't be quantified. Okay, so what is an example? I already give you example just in previous video regarding quantitative and qualitative. What else that can be given? For example, I don't really remember what kind of example that I have give it to you. Okay, I have said about metric number, IC, and your name. Name is nominal, qualitative. What is the thing that still can't be quantified? Gender. You can really quantify gender, right? So of course, it is qualitative. You can't really quantify male plus female, right? And then maybe if you go into detail in business, maybe you have an invoice number. Invoice number is a number, but it act actually just like your IC number or metric number, because it is just to represent the bill. You can't really get something average of invoice number. There is no such thing. Okay, um, I can't really think about the example for now, but I hope that you're clear. Basically, if you having a data and you can quantify the data, plus, minus, subtract, divide, and it give you a meaningful information, then it is a quantitative data. Alright, otherwise they are qualitative data. So I think, okay, so no question. Let's try to see other groups. 4. Alright, so no question. Okay, so that's it for Q&A video 4. Thank you.